Hello, how are you? Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad you're doing well. Listen, since we last spoke, there's been a few interesting developments. So I went fishing and I got a tripwire hook, some of this stuff, and a new fishing rod. Isn't that very nice? I'm going to take that. You see, it's Curse of Vanishing, so it's going to go away as soon as I use it. I also got this from an Enderman fight I was in, which I will be playing on the screen as I go fishing. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go fishing because it has Curse of Vanishing, which means it's going to be gone pretty much immediately. But it also has Look of the Sea 2 and Unbreaking 2. And what that means, well, Unbreaking 2 means nothing, but Look of the Sea means I should get something really good. So let's start fishing and we'll just see what we get. And we'll just see what we get. Hopefully it's something good. I have been doing, like I say, a little bit of fishing, just to try and stop my food supply from getting way too low. But you know yourself, it's it's hard enough to get food. The farm is doing okay. I'm trying to only harvest when pretty much all of the wheat is grown. Oh, here we go. And oh, what? It didn't vanish. Okay, that's interesting. Well, let's try again, I suppose. But yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for all of the wheat to grow before I harvest it. So I've done one full harvest so far, and I got a nice decent bit of bread out of it. And yeah, I've been going around getting leaves and stuff like that, waiting for just trying to get bone meal so I can grow all of this quite high. And oh, and nice, I got another fish. Okay, looks like it's only got one more in it. Hopefully you enjoy the calm, quiet voice. I'm trying to be fairly quiet, but sure, we'll see how it sounds. It's nice and soothing, I suppose. Probably not. Probably sounds just awful, but hey, what can you do and what can you not do? Another fish, and I still have more. I don't know how Curse of Vanishing works on a rod like this. I understand that with most things, Curse of Vanishing is like you use it once and then it's gone, but I don't know. So let's try and get something else. Oh, another fish, and I still have at least one more use. I'm not sure how many. Also, you can see there the new and improved tree farm. Hopefully I will be showing that to you at some stage in the next few minutes before we get on to what I want this video to be about. Also, oh, here we go. Oh, pufferfish, nice. I already have one of them. Might have two actually. So yeah. Now I am going to be trying to actually do stuff today, which who knows if I'll manage. I doubt I will, but I'm going to try and we will see what happens. Oh, here we go, nice, and it's gone. So I got some fish from that. I'm going to throw them into the old Furnios, and I'll just put some wood in there for that. There we go. Now here is the new and improved tree farm. The water basically carries the saplings along if they fall from the sides, so I can cut this down, leave it for a few minutes, and some of it will fall on the platform obviously, but some of it will fall into the water and be collected down here. So I'm not going to wait too much for that. I'm just going to try and get one sapling at least, and then I will replant it. Also, I've moved that up higher, so I can now get, oh, see? And there we go. Oh, two, I didn't notice. I can now get trees that are 6 blocks high, which is nice. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to harvest the sugar cane as well. Also, I've been trying to figure out, because so far none of these things have had the audio from the game, so I'm trying out different things to fix that. Hopefully what I'm trying now going to work, which I don't know if it will or not. Okay, I'm going to put this in my offhand. I'm going to leave these fish up here for later, and I'm going to show you sort of what I want to be doing today. So you can see I have a fair few bit of blocks in there, and yeah, this is where we're going to be working today. I want to work basically on a storage system. So yeah, now what I mainly want to use is barrels. So I think I can never quite remember how to make them. There we are. I knew it was something like that. So I'm going to use a fair bit of different types of wood for this. Now something I'm thinking of doing as well is having a kind of a chest pattern on the floor, sort of like you would have seen them a lot in the past, like chest patterns of back when chests used to be full blocks. You would have seen it. So I'm thinking of doing something like that. Should look kind of nice. I don't know yet, so we'll leave that for now. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is dig this out, and I'm going to place the barrels in like so. I'm not sure. I think for the floor I'm going to have logs. I think that should look kind of nice. Sorry if I'm a bit too quiet, by the way. There are other people in the house and I don't wish to disturb them. I also don't wish to be heard by them because that can be awkward. So I don't know. I think I have some leather as well. So I'm going to run out, grab that, and I'm going to make item frames. Yeah, I do. Good. Do I have any more? No. I'll make some item frames. Just 4 for now. That should be okay. And I think this first one is going to be the cobblestone section. Because I'm going to need an entire one just for cobblestone. Because, well, most of my house is underground. Now I'm not sure if 9 storage sections, storage spaces is going to be enough, but well, I can surely be hopeful at the very least. I'm going to throw as much of it as I can in there, and I think the next one is going to be for dirt. So chuck all of this in there. I'm probably going to need more than just that, but we will see when the time comes for it. Again, like I say, I want to have barrels in the ground, so, you know, I can probably just chuck stuff in there. So, fill this in now, throw that down there, and there we are, lovely stuff. I might actually start working on the ground just while I'm here. I think, I don't know. It's always difficult enough to think of like what you want to do with this. So I think I will have barrels like this. They should be facing up. Oop. I put this here, and I can make more in a minute. Put that there. There we are. And if I fill it in like that, maybe. Or maybe I should use a different block than the birch. I don't know. We'll use birch for now, and if I decide to change it to something else, I will do that between this video and the next one. But I think it looks okay, so I'm going to fill this in now. And yeah, that's not right. So I'm going to have this mainly be like a long corridor, so it's not going to be going out too far that way, because there's going to be more rooms going off in that direction. So if I just fill these bits in here, kind of as a reminder not to do it with the floor, hopefully this should look kind of nice. But well, you never know, do you? You can really only hope that these things look nice. Like I've said before, I never really have a plan with these. I kind of just jump into it and start and see what happens. But yeah, I think this is looking okay so far. Let me get a look at it. It's, well, certainly looks interesting. Whether okay is the right word to use, I don't know. Oops, let's place that one there. Get rid of that, there we go, and put it there, lovely. Now I think, is it getting night time? Oh, it is night time. Oh, I better go to bed, so I'm thinking, what was I thinking? I had thought, yes, I remember what the thought was now. I'm thinking for the barrels, I shouldn't really use birch because I'm going to be using that a lot as a building block. The logs, I'm not going to be using as many because they're basically just pillars. So I think if I just use the oak to make this stuff, then that should hopefully be a good use of resources. Here now, the problem is, and I don't know why it is like this, but pretty much every type of like storage in the game, it requires so much. Like all of this is one barrel, right? You'd think you could just hollow out one of these blocks, but no. Same way, this here was 8 pieces of wood, which is just kind of mental. Just kind of, you know, you don't want to over exaggerate these things, I guess. Now, I think I have said before, one of my big problems with building storage rooms is I can never seem to do it quite right. I always make too much or too little. So I end up having to like cram a bunch of stuff together, or I end up having a bunch of empty chests that really don't serve any purpose. So I think what I'm going to do with this is, instead of doing it all in like a video or two, I'm basically just going to work on it in parts. So every time I kind of need to store something, like I need to store a bit of wood or something like that, I'll come in and I will add a new section. No, that's one way of doing it. There are, of course, a few ways that could work. I'm thinking I do have, because this is basically every section we go on is 2, right? So if I go on in 2s, I do have a storage system in another world that is even, like it's an even number of things. So maybe if I kind of do it like that, yeah, actually hold on, I'll go into that world now and I'll show you what I mean. I just loaded this world in a snapshot when I don't usually play in a snapshot, so hopefully this doesn't cause me too many problems. But yeah, and hopefully it's not too laggy as well. Oh, yeah, quite laggy. You can see there are my ghasts, but in here is my storage system. So, and I was going to use these shelf things as well, but I decided against it. So yeah, I'm thinking if I just kind of do it like this, like if I kind of organize it like this, maybe a small bit different, because this is the only really decent storage system I've ever built in this game. This is going to be for stuff in the end, but I haven't got there yet in this world. So you can see I have all these different things here. If I do something like this, maybe, how many sections is this? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Batman. So that's about 8 sections. Because this doubles up to then 16. Yeah, okay. Also, I still need a name for this world, but that's something I'll let you decide on. So yeah, if I do maybe about 8 sections, although it wouldn't work exactly, which I guess this could be more than just stone. This could be like andesite and stuff like I have in that world. Well, we've plenty of time to figure this stuff out, so we do. And well, I ran through my oak supply really quickly. But you see what I mean about it, like, you know, it does take up a lot of resources to make storage blocks really of any kind. So if I make these, and I'll just finish putting in the wall, so I will. Oh, I need more. I thought that was going to do me. If I just throw that in there, that and that, and put that like that, yeah, that'll be enough, because I need 4 more. Actually, no, I need another 6, because of course I do. Right, back to the crafting table. So this is, like I said, this is taking up maybe a bit too many resources. This is taking up maybe a bit too many resources for my liking. I'm going to have to spend quite a long time off camera just getting resources, but sure, look, it'll be fine. So something I'm going to have to do is make an animal farm at some stage. Like I said, I want to have everything in here, so I'm going to start making an animal farm soon to get more leather and that, because I'm pretty much out now. Yeah, all I have is these 2 item frames. So yeah, that is unfortunate, because I think I said I didn't really want to kill animals in this playthrough, but I mean, look at what can you do. Okay, so I'm just going to use, I'll use a log, yeah. So this is going to be the wood chest. And I don't know what I'll do with this, maybe wool or something like that. Or maybe food. I'll figure it all out, sure. So now as well, because I have this, I can just start throwing this in there like that. And yeah, that's great. Actually, do you know what I do need? I can put this, or no, I will have this one be the first thing here. But what I do actually need is a valuables chest, or storage system, whatever you call it. So if I take, where are my valuables? If I take them, put it here, and as you can see, I have some emeralds because of all the stuff I've been doing with Wandering Traders. So take this in here, throw it there we go, and yeah, I'll throw all that stuff in there. Lovely, good stuff. We should go down the mines again at some stage. Now, we are starting to run out of time on this episode. I know it wasn't a long one, but sure, what can you do? It was nice and relaxing, at least, hopefully. So I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to go and put it into the composter. My farm is actually nearly grown again, which is good. So I don't think I won't be harvesting it again in this video. Or well, if I could get another like 4 pieces of bone meal, I could harvest it. So yeah, why not? Let's end this video with a nice harvest of the old farm. So this is a lot of what I do when I'm not recording, is I just go around with shears and like break grass or get little leaves and stuff like that to try and get bits of bone meal for the composter, just so that I can fill it up and get some bone meal. Now I think when I harvest the farm, I usually have 1 bit of wheat left over, so I can add it to these 2 and I'll have 3 wheat, which would be nice. And then I can get a whole other piece of bread. Also, if these still haven't grown, I don't know why. I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but they just don't grow. It's really weird. I can't put fish now. It turns out you can't put fish in a composter. Who would have known? And there we go. There's the 4 pieces that we need. So I think it's here and here and here, and is that it? I believe so. Here. And okay, let's begin the harvest. Now we have to be careful about this. We don't want to lose any into the water. This is always nice. This will be fun to do when we have a proper farm going and we don't have to worry about losing the seeds, like I say, into the water. And there we are. There's our first full harvest together. Lovely. Now of course we gotta start putting seeds back. Sometimes I do miss a block or 2, so I'm going to want to be careful that I don't do that here. I think I have it all planted. I do. Good. Now we throw it all back into here to start the process up again. So when I finish this off, that'll be the end of this video, which is convenient as it's just becoming night now. So I'm going to throw these into the composter as well. There we go, 5 pieces, and we will start it growing. I do usually like to start from the back and move forward, so yeah, there we go. And the trees are almost grown as well. Isn't this wonderful? I'll go in and have a quick sleep, and that'll be us. So yeah, that was fun. I guess I won't be having a quick sleep. Yeah, wait for it to become nighttime. Oh, I got worried there because you can't really see the seeds from here. I was like, what happened? But yeah, I'll go in, like I say, have a quick sleep. In a minute at least. This doggy's cute. I do want to get dogs at some stage. Need to make a mob farm, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Should I have the mob farm be part of my house, or as its own building, I wonder? We'll see. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thanks for joining me as I did this, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.